Welcome back to another edition of Media Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Mary Therese Griffin, coming to you from Atlanta, and very excited to have on the program today Tyler Feller up in Nashville, Tennessee. And Tyler is with Honesty Social. You are the CEO, also author of the book, Don't Stop. Very excited to have you on the program today, Tyler. How's it going?
Thank you, Mary Therese. I'm so happy to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
Honesty Social, there's an awful lot into a name. How did that come about, and why do you do what you do?
Well, me and my partners wanted to make sure that we were being really honest about what we were doing. And we've worked with different ad agencies and marketing agencies that do a whole lot of markup, and we don't do any kind of marking up. If we're going to buy websites or domains, we tell you exactly how much it costs. And a lot of times we'll go and get quotes from competitors and share it with the people that we're working with and say, hey, it might be better if you use these people than us because they're going to be able to do it at just the same quality at a lower rate. Or we can say, hey, we're a much better option for you this time. I think there's an integrity issue that has left the digital media field, and I'm ready for it to come back.
Oh, I think I just hallucinated. Did you just say the word integrity? Oh my gosh.
And I mean it. Yeah.
Amen, brother. I mean, you know what? And pardon me for seeming so shocked, but you sound like you actually really do care about your clients. And for you to be able to, set that bar that high, a lot of people would say that that's taken a huge risk. But you certainly, I've been to your website. I see the work that you guys are doing, and you're killing it. I mean, when you are talking to a new client, how do you convince them that they should go with your company, because you've got a way and a path for them to reach that goal of success?
Well, we don't ever oversell. We create a really clear strategy on the front end whenever we're trying to work with the client. And it has to be a good fit for us and a good fit for them. So number one, we're really selective. And number two, whenever we strategize with somebody, we meet with them and then we go over what we think is going to help them the most. And then we convey that vision to them. And so at the end of the day, it's never about trying to sell something. It's about, are we going to be the best partner for you to get you where you want to go? And if we've done the legwork, about 99% of the time, once we're to that point with somebody, it ends up working out in our favor.
What is your tip for others when it comes to media planning and media buying? Because a lot of people, frankly, are not as up to speed on how that process should go. But what tips do you give for that?
Yeah, I would say don't be afraid to lean into the experts. So like, for example, we're working with somebody right now that just got the Google Ad grant. So nonprofits can get $10,000 a month in Google Ads, but there's all of these rules that surround it. And so we tap the shoulder of an expert that's in that particular industry, and they help the lead out on building out all of the campaigns to begin with. And so I think don't be afraid to tap the shoulder of an expert. You're always going to be able to get more bang for your buck if you're dealing with somebody who's an actual expert in that specific thing. And a lot of times you just need somebody that's a conduit that can speak your language and speak their language. And I think that's one of the things that we do best.
What sets your company apart from the rest? I mean, we already know you used the word integrity. Wow. I'll remember you forever just for saying that.
I think we put an emphasis on public relations too, and not just on social media. What I mean by that is we try to get earned media along with either ad buys or paid media, because I think the value of what you can read in earned media is totally underrated. People sort of just look over it in today's culture, and they forget that they have really powerful readerships or listenerships, and we need to dive into some of that public relations. And so I think that's something that really sets us apart when we're building out what we call integrated marketing campaigns.
Love it, love it, love it. Can you share an aha moment with me and our audience of a client who took your advice, saw the light, and achieved that success? That's got to be really, really special for you guys to see that happen.
Yeah, we have a client that's a psychiatrist, and he does his whole marketing strategy way counterintuitive, and he's built it and he nurtures it. And even the way he runs his practice is so much different than other psychiatrists and how they do it. And so we really wanted to figure out, how could we grow his establishment to multiple locations. And so that was sort of goal number one. And then goal number two, as he's nearing an age where he knows he's going to have to pass over ownership to somebody else, how can we sort of preserve the culture that he's created? And so we got really innovative on how we did that. And instead of just building out social media pages or building out ad buys, we wanted to do something where we could create a resource bank full of videos from him and testimonials and stories from clients that he's had for the past 20 years. And I think it's been an aha moment because we're able to achieve all of his goals without having to do any of the weird, tacky things that he's seen some of the other psychiatrists do, which I wasn't that much up to speed on until I started studying it. And the way that a lot of psychiatrists work and do their operations are completely different than the way that he does it. He spends an hour every single time with every single client of his. And most of the time when somebody would go see a psychiatrist, it's 10 minutes in and out. And it's just to check on if they're doing okay on their meds. And so he's really innovative on how he's doing his stuff. And for us, it was an aha moment to make sure that the content in which he's producing is really something we wanted him to be a good steward of. So it leaves a legacy so his business can endure past him.
Well, I think people know when you're authentic. And Tyler, you guys are the real deal. Thank you so much for coming on the program. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention again, your book is out. It's Don't Stop, where you're changing struggles into opportunities. People can get it anywhere.
Yep. They can get it anywhere or tylerfeller.com.
Awesome. Tyler, thank you so much for being on the program. Folks, if you want to know more about Tyler Fellow and what they're doing at Honesty Social, we'll make the connect for you. You can go to dailyadbrief.com. Thanks for joining us on Media Champions. I'm Mary Treese. We hope to see you back for more. Have a great day.